It's showtime.
Because they have assault weapons under there, most likely.
Holy shit! Back up! Stand back up!
Because their eyes cannot move individually, birds often struggle to judge distance. This immature barn owl is moving its head from side to side in order to view its subject from different positions. By doing this, it gets a perception of distance.
With the environment that they have, we're lucky enough to have two of the largest birds of prey, well no, three of the largest birds of prey here, because we've got condor, and hopefully there's one hatching any minute now as well.
So folks, here's what happens. I will call up Carrier, the president, because I have to do it myself. I know it's not. Thank you for the warning. I was ready for him, but it's much easier if the cops do it. Don't we agree? Huh? What a great job. What a great job. And to think I had such an easy life. What do I need this for, right? What do I need? Fighting for your community and protecting your family. By the way, folks, while we're at it, great.
Go.
This is the moment Japan's nuclear disaster began. A giant tsunami wave crashes into the Fukushima Daiichi power plant.
So I have just one word for Mr. Trump. Basta. Enough!
About this over and over again. What we should be talking about are all the significant problems we have in this country, like entitlement reform, which we've talked about. We should be talking about education reform, and not continue to be talking about all this stuff. You know, enough. We've answered the questions.
But did he send the wrong signal or not? Because you said you're going to be all about straight talk.
Well, this will be the 15th time I've answered.
Donald Trump owes every American veteran, and in particular John McCain, an apology.
Jeb Bush saying, quote, enough with the slanderous attacks. Senator John McCain and all our veterans, particularly POWs, have earned our respect.
Unconfirmed reports resurfaced that escaped Mexican drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman allegedly put a $100 million bounty on Donald Trump's head. And this isn't the first the drug kingpin and the GOP frontrunner have traded barbs. El Chapo reportedly told inmates before he escaped from prison that he was offended by Trump's racist remarks about Mexican immigrants, according to Telesur. He was mad. He wants Donald Trump dead and will pay any amount of money if it meant he could have Donald Trump's head, an anonymous inmate told Most Extreme News, which has a reputation as a satirical news site, meaning this could just be another hoax.
A lot of people have no idea that Trump is headed for a historic defeat. That's why I think the larger the defeat, in a sense, the healthier it will be for the Republican Party, at least if it doesn't bring Paul Ryan's speakership down with him and there's a kind of healthy divided government, because it might be a wake-up call to those Republicans who have existed in this little thought bubble of their own that this isn't a winning form of politics.
Then this election, not only does Florida fall to Hillary Clinton, but this election overall could, you know, we could be talking landslide. And so
Hillary Clinton today is more likely to win in a landslide that would not only have an impact on this race, but realign the country politically to some extent than Donald Trump is to win narrowly or at all.
It is. I mean, let's say it is a 4-point margin. That would translate to an electoral majority and probably electoral landslide for Hillary Clinton.
Margin of error, they mean margin of error. This could be tight, or it could be a landslide for Hillary.
Okay, so everybody is saying, most analysts are saying that Hillary Clinton's going to win in a landslide and that Ohio won't much matter this time around. Do you agree?
You know, it's this collapse of support among women that you talked about in Senator. If that spreads among women voters all across the country, he's going to lose by a landslide, and they could lose the Senate and the House.
GOP officials now fear that if Donald Trump loses by a landslide, he could take down their congressional majorities with him.
Not only am I concerned about the presidential race, I'm concerned about what the impact on down ballot races, including
being overly cautious just because I'm trying to be a little risk averse in my predictions, but I think that she's going to have a very good night
So the technical term for that, if she's anywhere near your prediction, would be blowout.
Landslide.
I give a landslide. I don't know. I would say a landslide. I would say a landslide.
My bad.
That's a shocking, actually. That's a shocking.